we're going to be benchmarking one of the most popular cheap graphics cards you can get on Aliexpress and playing some games to see how this nearly 8-year-old graphics card holds up in 2025. Here we've got the RX580 8GB model running on the Polaris architecture with a 256-bit memory bus. It's got 128 TMUs and 32 ROPs, and as I said, 8GB of GDDR5 memory. I don't have the exact listing for it because it came in my PC when I bought it, but if you go on AliExpress you can have them for about 60 to 100 quid. The PC I'm benchmarking with has an i5 4590 CPU and four sticks of 4GB DDR3 memory for a total of 16 gigs. First game we're going to be testing is Counter-Strike 2, and I'm running a workshop map called FPS Benchmark to see our performance. We're running the game at 1080p, all low settings except high shadows, so competitive settings. We're getting a pretty consistent 140 to 160 frames as we go through, but it can dip down to 100, 120 if you go through some smoke. There's nothing noticeable. We even saw 200 as we went down that tunnel there. Up next we got GTA 5 Enhanced Edition running at 1080p ultra settings. We're running about 40 to 70 I'd say. It drops down to about 40, especially in the benchmark we're going to do, but sometimes when you're in more built up areas, but just driving through the city we're looking over 60, which is fine. I forgot to test GTA Online, but if you was in a packed lobby, full lobby, then you're looking at a bit lower frames, but nothing too noticeable. And running the in-game benchmark here, we're running about the same frames as we was driving about the city. Here we got Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, which is unsurprisingly is running at block 60 ultra settings at 1080p. Yeah, whether you're in a town, indoors, whatever, yeah, you're going to be running at 60 with no slowdowns or anything like that. Here we got the new skate game running at medium settings at 1080p, running at about 70 to 80 frames with 1% lows of 64 FPS. Very smooth and playable, considering this game is brand new. Sometimes it'd be well into the 90s and where there's like you're more in an empty area, but if there's more people around then you're going to see a bit lower. Here we've got BeamNG running at 1080p ultra settings, except we turn the mirrors off as they use a lot of CPU power. We're in the map Italy and we're getting around 35 to 40 FPS, which is not as much as I was hoping, but considering the settings it ain't bad. Turn the graphics down a little bit, you're going to see better performance, but even at ultra it ain't bad. There's occasional hitches and stuttering, but nothing unplayable. 1600 by 900 resolution at a mixture of medium and low settings. The low settings are mostly shadows and lighting and things like that. We're running at a good 50 to 60 frames most of the time, with stutters when loading in and switching vehicles and that. Next up, we've got Baldur's Gate 3 running at 1080p high settings. Earlier on in the game out on the beach, we were getting at the lowest about 30 frames and then at most about 50. It being a modern game, it doesn't look bad on low or medium, so if you wanted to turn them down and get a bit more frames, you could. I've played through for a little while, and the lowest I've seen is about 20 in a really intense cutscene. But yeah, in a point and click turn-based game like this, low FPS, it's not really. I think it's still playable. So yeah, overall this card is still good if you want to play Baldur's Gate 3.
No. You're on the ship. Captain. I can feel the parasite in your head. You tried to get my pod open, didn't you? Probably wanted to kill me and make my corpse. Don't come any closer. I've seen your kind's handiwork, and I won't fall victim to it. Get away! Maybe I have other reasons. Either way, come any closer and I will kill you. Good.
Here we got Minecraft version 1.21.8 running with fancy graphics and a render distance of 15 chunks. We're running about 170 to 300 frames depending on where you are, and it will fluctuate a bit, like loading in all the chunks, and you'll have a few hitches and stutters here and there, but once you play for a bit, it will go away. Next up, we've got the Sims 4 running at ultra settings at 1080p, running about 80 to 100 frames. And keep in mind, this is no DLC, which can drag your game down quite a lot, but I've never seen it drop down maybe 60 at the absolute lowest, so yeah, playable. Last but not least, we've got Hollow Knight Silk Song. It's a brand new game, it's pretty popular, so I thought I'd test it. Unsurprisingly, we get in around 350 plus with the high blur quality and VSync off. So that was the RX580 in 2025, and it pretty much handled any game that we could throw at it. And if you want a cheap and powerful GPU, I'd definitely go and get it. Just be careful if you're going to buy it from Aliexpress, and make sure you buy it from a reputable brand, as reliability on no-name brand cards can be a bit hit or miss. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.